Welcome to Discover Indie Film. I'm your host, Jeff Howard, and I've got Goldwyn Thandrayen with me. Hey, Goldwyn.
Hey, Jeff. How's it going?
Excellent. All right. So Goldwyn's with me. We just finished recording an interview, which is the podcast before this one. And now this podcast you're listening to is a 4 questions podcast, which means Goldwyn is going to answer the Discover Indie Film 4 questions, which are favorite films of all time, an underrated film, an overrated film, and a lesser-known film that people should seek out. I'm going to add that we were talking about his music video. He, at the Filmvasion Los Angeles Festival that I programmed in 2021, he took home the award for Outstanding Music Video. So we talked about his music video and his music. His band is Psychocide, and he directed his own video. So if you want to check out Psychocide, look him up. Psychocide. It's actually a cool name. And of course, the name of the song is I Don't Need a Sledgehammer to Start a Fire, which it's also a pretty rad title. So anyway, but this podcast isn't going to be about that. Although, I Don't Need a Sledgehammer to Start a Fire is going to be in the Discover Indie Film TV series, season 5. So go to Amazon Prime Video, search for Discover Indie Film, look at season 5, and you'll see Goldwyn's music video. But yes, now I'm just going to shut up and let Goldwyn start answering the questions. The first one is, it sort of said limit 3, but as many, just some favorite films that inspire you. Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
Yeah. So, I have an all-time favorite one is Clockwork Orange. Still to this day, I think this is still my number one movie. If I'm going to add another one behind there is Requiem for a Dream. So that'd be my second one.
Both, amazingly visual films.
2 films that make you feel like, what the hell just happened? At least to me, it's weird, it's dark, it's well done, and that feeling stays there. So that's why I think to this day it's still up there.
Absolutely, yeah, great. Yeah, it's interesting because Kubrick obviously comes up a lot in people's lists, and
yeah.
Clockwork Orange does. Of course, he was such a master in so many ways, but Clockwork Orange is a really, really special film, especially if you see it, I think, when you're coming of age. It's I've watched it in different times of my life, and I've seen it in a different way, and they've given me different feelings about it, but it always left something. So yeah, it's interesting. And I have to say that music plays a really important part in that film.
In Clockwork, in both actually.
Yeah, in both films. Both films, music is critically important.
Yeah. At least that's actually the inspiration to my first music video, Clockwork Orange. Street Named Desire is our very first music video, which we worked with. I actually don't remember the guy's name, but that was based off Clockwork Orange. Like, at least the idea, the concept.
Fantastic. Very cool. All right. Well, the question number 2 is a film that you think is underrated.
A film that I think is underrated. I actually thought of a TV show that got canceled, I believe.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I rewatched it recently, called Aquarius, with David Duchovny. It's about a detective in California, I believe in the 60s, 70s, but kind of around the Manson family. And I think that the take on that was really cool. It's really well shot. Characters are really well written. Again, it has that weird vibe and feeling with it. And I think I don't actually know why it got canceled. And it looked like such a good show. It got so much stuff right. There's the Black Panthers aspect in it too, which is it's really interesting. Like, that to me is underrated because I've spoken to a lot of people and they've never even heard of it.
You know what? Count me in. Count me in as someone who hadn't heard of it. And I think Duchovny is in a lot of ways like an underrated actor and producer and creator, because I think he's just got a. And also, I happen to know, I think he's an Ivy League educated guy. I think he went to Princeton or something, and I think sometimes the better, this is a horrible thing for me to say, but I think sometimes like the better educated, more intelligent performers can't handle the Hollywood bullshit as well and tend to like recede from it a little. Like I feel like he might have been a bigger star in a lot of ways if he could tolerate bullshit better.
If he chose to.
Yeah, if he chose to. Yeah, if he played the game.
Yeah.
But he's like, you know what? I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to make the game my own.
Yeah, and I've really enjoyed that whole show and his character in it too, and it's very, very well done, and I think it's underrated for the fact that it's they can't.
That no one's heard of it. Yeah, I'd say it's underrated.
No one that I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, now is question 3 is kind of fun. It's overrated, and I'll add that it's not about negativity. Like you could say, I love this film or TV series, whatever you want to answer, but I just think it's a little overrated. Like I hear a lot of people say it's the greatest of all time, and it's like I like it, but it's not the greatest of all time. Like something like that.
Yeah. Again, I want to say any Marvel movie, but then that would be unfair because I haven't watched them. But series again, Archive 81, overrated.
All right, that recent.
That's on the top right now. I don't know if it's still on the top 10. But I follow these and I think that was well overrated. I slept through a few episodes, and I'm not going to rewatch it. So
fair enough.
That to me, yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, we're on the last question now. The last one is a lesser known film that people should seek out.
Yeah. So that one, I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard of. It's called La Reine Rouge, the Red Queen, I believe. It's by an independent director called Olivier Sabineau. And yeah, I think it's a very weird. I'm not sure if it's a series or 2-3-part series maybe, or one long movie, but it's one of the most interesting indie movie that I have seen. And there were even scenes that I asked myself, did that have to be there? And because we watched this in a group and it was a very awkward scene. But eventually it connected once I watched the whole thing, and I just thought it was genius.
Excellent. Yeah. And that's, okay. It's on Prime Video, I think. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm making sure I can look it up and list it properly on the Discovery Indie Film website.
Great. I didn't know it was on Prime, but that's great.
Yeah. It was called The Red Queen.
Yeah, with Olivier Sabineau, who also directed our music, one of our music videos, or 2.
All right, excellent. Hey, that brings us to the end.
All right. Hey, thank you very much, Jeff, for having me here.
Thank you, Goldwyn. It was a lot of fun. Anyone listening to this should listen to the podcast before it if you didn't, because we had a really cool conversation about Goldwyn's life and how he went from guitar to law school to composition to film school to and covering many cities on many continents. It's you got an excellent personal story, fun, and then we even got into weed and psychedelics. So I highly recommend people listen to that chat.
Right on.
You want to give out your website?
Yeah, if you guys want to find us or listen to us, it's Psychocide, PSYCHOCIDE. Google that and you'll find it. And on Instagram, it's at psychocide.ofc. OFC is official fan club. And on YouTube, that's the 2 most active channels that we have.
Excellent. All right. And I mentioned that Goldwyn's music video for his song, I Don't Need a Sledgehammer to Start a Fire, is going to be in season 5 of the Discovery Indie Film TV series. So, by the way, like and subscribe. I always forget that, but if you listen to this, like and subscribe. Doesn't hurt you. Give 5 stars anywhere you can. That TV series on Prime Video, just search for Discover Indie Film on Amazon Prime Video. and enjoy 5 seasons. Right now there's 4, but season 5 comes out in about a month. And give that series 5 stars. Why not? Then doesn't cost people anything to give a nice review. So I'm asking. I Don't Need a Sledgehammer to Start a Fire actually won Outstanding Music Video at Film Invasion Los Angeles last year in 2021. So if you want to learn about that film festival, go to filminvasionla.com, and it's at Film Invasion LA on social media, and we hold that festival every June. We hold a second festival every November called the Sherman Oaks Film Festival, and that's ShermanOaksFF.com, and it's at Sherman Oaks FF on social media. And I believe I've named all the social media handles and websites I'm supposed to. Like Goldwyn said, look up Psychoside. Enjoy the music videos. And thank you, Goldwyn, for taking the time.
Okay, hey, thank you very much, Jeff. And speak to you soon.
Yeah, and thank you, everyone, for listening.